Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Avanti Morocha. Today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the 15 by 15 HPN Signature Series heat press. First, let me tell you this is my first heat press. I have only been using it since the beginning of November, so there is still a lot I need to learn. That being said, it has been really simple to get it up and running. I was tired of using my home iron for my heat transfer vinyl projects. I finally have the right tool for the job. The first thing to do, read the manual. It has a ton of valuable information in it. Like getting started, what's included in the box, safety recommendations. You will also find information on how the gauge works. Time, temperature, and pressure are key to getting the perfect transfer. These settings are based on the material you are using. Testing is important. You may need to modify some of these settings accordingly. Don't forget to perform the paper pressure test. It's important to know which material works best with the fabric you are planning to use. If you are using this machine for a small business, I recommend getting a few extra tools. Here you will find information about material, temperature, time, pressure, and more. The transfer mentioned here are from the brand Scissor. If you are using another brand, follow the instructions on the package. Keep your manual in a safe place in case you need it later. This heat press has a unique button slide-out drawer. This gives you more space to lay material down without having to put your hands directly underneath the heat. If you are someone like me that gets distracted with anything, you could burn your knuckles without this feature. This heat press provides high pressure with a smooth and easy opening and closing action. Turn on the machine by pressing the red switch. The digital gauge should turn on. Here you are going to set the time, temperature, and temperature scale. PV shows the present values. Temperature is to the right and time is to the left. SV shows the desired values. Temperature right, time left. Here you can see the temperature scale. In this case, it's set to Fahrenheit. Now I'm going to show you how to set your values. Press reset. To change the temperature scale to Celsius, press the arrow down and then press OK. I'm going back to Fahrenheit, arrow up, and then press OK. Now I'm going to set my desired temperature to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Press OK. Set the time to 60 seconds. Remember, the temperature and time depend on the product you are using. These settings work well with the transfer I'm using, but testing is important. When the present value temperature reaches the desired temperature, you will hear a beep. I fast forwarded this part of the video, but the time it will take the heat press to get to 350 degrees Fahrenheit is about 15 minutes, which is from the moment I turn it on. The heat press is now ready to be used. For these projects, I use heat transfer vinyl that I have laying around the house. I think this vinyl is great if you are planning on making a couple projects. However, for a small business, I recommend using vinyl that is cost efficient and it takes less time to transfer, like Scissor Easy Wheel. Use the heat transfer vinyl of your preference. Some companies call it iron-on. I use this one from the brand Paper Studio and this other one from Silhouette. You are also going to need a t-shirt, pillowcase, or a baby onesie. Cut the designs using a cutting machine like Cameo or Cricut. I have already cut the designs and now I'm going to weave them. If you want to learn more about heat transfer vinyl, check my video that covers this topic. The designs for these projects are available to download on my blog avantimorocha.com as SVG and Studio 3 files. When you are done weaving the design, it is time to transfer. Begin by removing any moisture and wrinkles from the fabric. Press it for a couple seconds. Fold the design in half to find the center. Also, find the center of the pillowcase. Center the design using the guides you just made. Pull the drawer out and place the project. Optional, cover the design with a piece of parchment or Teflon paper. Press it for 60 seconds. The brand of transfer I'm using calls for a 30-second press, but after some testing I found it really needs 60 seconds. Remember, each brand is different. The automatic timer alarm in this heat press begins to sound 3 seconds before it reaches 0, which prevents overheating the material. This heat press model has an auto open feature. Pass a dry rag over it to cool it down. Peel the transfer backing. This is the end result. It looks great. Now I'm going to repeat the same steps with the other designs. Press to remove any moisture and wrinkles from the fabric. I set the machine to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and 85 seconds. I think 60 seconds would have been enough, but I wanted to be sure the thin lines were transferred. Remember, the temperature and time depend on the transfer vinyl you are using. Example, Scissor Easy Width recommends a temperature of 305 degrees Fahrenheit and only 12 to 15 seconds. For the next two projects, I'm using Silhouette Glitter Heat Transfer. This transfer calls for a 45 to 60 seconds press. Now let's transfer to a baby onesie. Follow the same steps than the previous project. If you make any of these projects, don't forget to share a picture on my social media. I would love to see it. I recommend this machine to anyone looking to start a small business selling personalized t-shirts, pillowcases, baby onesies, and more. This is not the cheapest heat press on the market, however, it's not also the most expensive. If you are looking for a good quality machine that is going to last, this is the one. Don't forget that HeatPressNation has a great customer service that is always happy to help. You can find a large variety of heat presses, all at different price ranges and sizes at HeatPressNation.com. I want to thank HeatPressNation for sending me this machine to review. I love it! HeatPressNation provides 1-year parts and service warranty from the original day of purchase. I hope you like this video and you find it informative. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you are interested in getting a heat press, I'm going to leave you the link to where you can buy it in the info box below the video. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video and share it with your loved ones. See you soon! Ciao ciao!